Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Path of Exile video here. Today we are going to be doing the third Maven's Invitation and seeing how the build handles it. Let's go ahead and jump into it and then we'll take a look at the build. First off, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, really appreciate it, helps me out. We hit 1100 subs recently and we're getting close to 1200, so let's go ahead and fight these bosses here and see how this goes. Alright, so fairly straightforward, fairly easy. But yeah, the build is going well. Currently we are 91. And let's go ahead and just pick up a few more of this trash.
I cannot carry this.
And we will head back to the hideout and take a look at the build. So my Atlas passive tree, I've been utilizing Legion just because I have so much AoE. It seemed like the way to go in terms of, playing to this build's strengths. So, taking a look at the build here, not much has changed. Really nothing has changed with the gear. I'm still just using same gear that I have been. Not a whole lot different there. Not a ton of changes on the passive skill tree because the grind does get slow down quite a bit as you get into the 90s. I'm trying to think. The last video I updated. I do know I've picked up butchery here, that is new. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's run a map real quick and you can take a look at the mapping. Just kind of the clear speed overall. I'm starting to get like a decent amount of map bases, and I think so now I need to do tier 12 for the Maven. I'm thinking, can't remember if I need to do tier 8 for the Searing. Nope, need to do probably tier 10. I'm guessing for the Searing Exarch. So we will go ahead and kind of sucks when they can't be stunned for this build because I get a lot out of being able to stun enemies. Let me go ahead and dump some of this crap.
Hello. Journey well.
Alright, so we will go ahead and tier 10, nothing too crazy. I'm not quite to where I want to do red maps. I mean, I think I've done a few, like I can handle them. But I'm trying to farm up and get the most value out of like the high yellow maps to build up a good map base before I fully jump into red maps. So yeah, this is kind of how I play the build. I mostly just run and gun, I guess you could call it. Getting a lot out of Leap Slam as far as just like clearing trash goes. And it also gives me Fortify. I've got Endurance Charge on melee stun. I was trying to figure out where these fireballs were coming from, but I guess that's like the Searing Exarch. But yeah, I don't mind that I exert my leap slam, because I do use it basically as like my basic attack, sort of. It's what I clear trash with. It gives you a guaranteed stun on full life, so I open up with it, like on bosses and, you know, rares, uniques, champions, whatever you want to call them. It just gives you that like instant huge stun, and then I slam and they can't fight back, and then they're basically dead at that point. Kind of hard to tell which fireballs are mine and which fireballs are the Searing Exarchs. But yeah, I am a little squishy in terms of just like, if I don't use Immortal Call. So with the way my build works, you know, I can Immortal Call for several seconds with a very short cooldown. So anytime I'm thinking I'm gonna take damage, I'm trying to pop Immortal Call. So you can see there, like, opening up with the stun, pretty much. But yeah, it's kind of annoying on some of these bosses, like with the phases, because you can't just insta-kill them. Like I would prefer to. Like I actually have to go through their stages. I do also use Blood Rage, which I think I forgot to pop like when I started this map. I can pretty much sustain it without recasting it. As long, you know, it's like every time you kill a monster, it resets, and it lasts for 12 seconds. So plenty of time for me to just run around and kill something. Yeah, and I think this build's really fun. I like slamming and smashing stuff. With the way the Immortal Call works, it gives me tons of survivability, on top of also using Fortify, because you're not fully immune to the hits, so they do stack like multiplicatively. I almost, you know, can play this character like a ranged character with how far my, like, just look at how far that goes. Like, it basically clears a screen of enemies from, like, a couple screens away. Or at least a full screen. Alright, so that was a tier 10 map. You can see fairly insignificant for this build. Just gonna see if I could find that one last monster, but no luck there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are interested in the build, I'll have the path of building posted down below, and I've got several more videos kind of explaining in more detail how it works, but just kind of wanted to show a brief, quick update on where the build is currently at. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And remember to give them the D.